Hi, chat. Hi, Cass. Hi, mate. How are you? I will hydrate. I've got Dr. Pepper, but just for you. Just for you, I'll drink water. How am I? I'm tired. I'm about to be. I'm about to be adequately hydrated. Unless you're around, Cass, I'm never adequately hydrated. Should we light a candle? That's really random. I streamed on Monday. I didn't stream yesterday. Oh, where's my... Oh my god. That's heavier than I remember. Oh, where should I put this? Let's put that there. Ba, ba, ba. Oh. My candle's dusty. Unofficial. Okay. Were you not there? Am I thinking of Echo? Echo showed up at the end. Oh yes, I suppose it doesn't count if you're not there, does it? Maybe you were? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. I've got like what I've had. Like, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to go about London next week. I'm going to London. I'm travelling to London on the Tuesday, coming back on the Wednesday evening. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because we've got a hotel booked. That's fine. We've got the train tickets booked. That's fine. But obviously, if you've been to London, you'll know there's like a tube system. But also, if you're travelling round, unless you walk everywhere, it's going to cost money. I have had 89p in my bank account for the past week or so. So I'm trying to think like I'm like if I asked my friend, she'd tap me for it, she'd pay for me. But then I feel bad. But I get paid. The annoying thing is I get paid 2 days after. Like I come back on the Wednesday. 2 days later I get paid, I think. So it's like if it's literally like the week after, that would be ideal, but it's not. But it's not. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Ugh. Like, I have money put away in savings, but not a lot. because to make it to my paycheck, I'm having to use my savings because I have a car which needs fuel, and I have a car which needs insurance and tax, and basically I also have rent and shit, but like I got my insurance for my car comes out on Saturday. Fuck knows where that's coming from. I'll find something. I just have to take from my savings. Thing is, I'm trying to sort stuff out so that I can start saving properly. At the moment, I have for personal reasons, I have a lot of money going out of my account. So, but I'm hoping that this month I can sort that so that this month onwards I can start saving properly, because hopefully I can sort out what's happening by the end of this month. It's just like just like Thanks, Cass. Oh, I love Cass. Thank you, Cass. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm like working on stuff. I'm working on stuff behind the scenes. Not for stream. So I guess it's not really behind the scenes. But thank you, Cass. I very much appreciate it. But no, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything this month works out. Yeah, I don't have a travel card, but with how much I'm going to London, I probably should. Still fish. What's telling you that I'm not considering crime? I don't know. I have like for trains. I have a rail card. It's just the tube obviously adds up because every time you enter the tube and exit, you're tapping your card, aren't you? Which I guess it's not that much. Like, it's not too bad. It depends what zones you're going into. Because if you stay in one zone, it's cheaper. But if you're crossing different zones, that's when it becomes more expensive. Or if you skip a payment, so if there's an open, and I learned this the hard way, if always scan it. If there's like an open gate, don't go through the gate. Scan your thing. Like the amount of, like when I first started going London, I'd never been before. We thought, oh, it's open, you can just go through. No, because then if you don't scan when you finished your travel, they're like, hold on. Yeah, don't forget to scan out. Don't forget to scan out. The thing is, you go to like some places and it's really weird because sometimes the gates are just open, which is really confusing, and I can understand how it'd be very confusing if you've never been to London before and you don't know how it works. Because no one stops you just walking through. It's wide open. Like, it's basically saying, hey, you don't have to scan anything, just go. But one of the tunnel people. In charge. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I was like, bloody hell. When I got charged, I was like, fuck! And I was trying to work out why. and I was talking to a family member of mine, a godparent, and she was like, "Did you scan every time you entered an exit?" And I was like, the gate was open." She's like, "Did you scan?" And I was like, "No, because the gate was open. I just walked through it." And she was like, "You fucking idiot." Yeah, find one open on the way in. But no, if you don't scan it on the way out, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That turns pricey, that does. So now I just scan it every time now. I'm like, fuck this. No, not risking it. Not risking it. Yeah, I can't remember. I know I'm going on the. I mean, the only line I'm travelling on Tuesday is the Jubilee line. That's the only line we need, which is quite good because it just saves. It's just hassle free. Um. Yeah, because that. Yeah, I mean, I'm going from zone 1 to zone 2 to 3. So, not too bad. I remember when I was going from zone 1 to 4, that was quite pricey. That was like a 45-minute tube ride. I'm going to London for a concert, seeing Conan Gray, who we're listening to right now. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's so worth being broke. I know I hate it and I hate being broke. I hate like I needed conditioner the other day and I was like I can't afford conditioner and I was like, "Dad." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "What do you want?" Because I never call him dad. Father dearest, please buy me conditioner. He was like, "You don't live with me anymore, buy your own." I was like, "But I can't." But so worth it. So worth it to see Conan Gray. I am so excited. I've never been more excited for anything in my life. I'm going up with my friend. I literally remember I was a fan of Conan Gray since like his first songs came out. I've been a fan since the very beginning and I'm so excited. It's gonna be our first time seeing him live. I'm so excited. And my friend's the exact same. We've both been there like since his first songs came out and it's just yay. So excited. Yeah, should do, should do. We're seeing Conan Gray on the Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, there's some like, I don't know what it is. I tend to go to London for concerts. My friend tends to go to London to spend time in London and kind of like look around shops and stuff like that. So she knows more places to go see, whereas I know how to get to venues and how the venues work and stuff. So I'm more helpful on the Tuesday night. She's more helpful on the day after because whenever I go up to London for her at the moment, she's like, "We're gonna go back later on the next day because I want to show you some places." So she's taking me somewhere on the Wednesday near our hotel, so we don't have to take the tube the second day, luckily, until we have to go back to Waterloo. But but yeah, but no, it should be a good time. It should be nice. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I've never been more excited. I've been planning my outfit, and me and my friend were gonna make something. We are gonna make potentially like shirts. We're gonna like I can't remember what we were gonna put on them. My friend really likes the song 11:11, so we were gonna do something to do with that. But then we never got round to it, and we'd still have till next Tuesday, but it's such a short amount of time we just can't do it. So I've been planning my outfit and I think I've come up with something I really like, but I've run out of safety pins. So I've messaged again, a message father dearest, and I was like, please, please pick me up some safety pins, please. I need it. I need them. I've run out. Because at the moment, all my safety pins are being used to pin up my jeans because I have a few pairs of jeans which are way too long for me, so I just pin them up. But now I've run out of safety pins and I need them for this outfit. But I've I've pinned my jeans up to the perfect length. So now I can't, if I unpin them now, they'll never be that perfect length again. So it's like I need more safety pins. I can't just unpin my jeans. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I'm not willing to unpin my jeans. Might as well just get new safety pins. What is Funky Frog Bait playing? Funky Frog Bait. It's gone live. Oh. Do, do, do. Ba, 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 ba. My cat is proper just zonked out on the bed. I walked back through the door after work and she was all in under my feet. And as soon as I gave her medication and as soon as I gave her dinner, I didn't see her again the whole time I was cooking dinner. And I came upstairs and she's just stretched out across my bed. Just zonked out completely and hasn't moved since. She's breathing. I keep checking she's breathing. But like, she's just not stirring. Like, I could call her name and just nothing. Not a thought. She's, yeah. You know, like, if you eat a big meal and then you need, like, you're like, oh, now I need to nap. That's what she's going through right now. She relaxed. She eepy. She eepy. I mean, the good news about I made pasta for dinner. So I made extra pasta. So now I have lunch for tomorrow. Which is nice. I like when I can have lunch for tomorrow. Already done. I don't have to worry about it. Honestly, same. I'd give anything for that life. I was talking to someone at work about that. She was like, doing something, and I started following her around, and she's like, "What are you following me for?" I was like, "Because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do." She was like, "Well, don't follow me. I don't want you around me." And I was like, "Ow." And I was like, "That's fine. I'll just go pack my stuff and then just sit by reception and just sit there." And she's like, "Do you want to find something to do?" And I was like, "Nope. I could do nothing all day, every day, and wouldn't get bored." She's like, "I couldn't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" But no, part of our job, well, no, we were was really quiet today. We weren't, but kind of are linked with us, but not quite. Was very quiet, and I was like, "Oh, see, that's my best life." I would just sit there reading. No one would talk to me. I have the occasional customer, but like, I could just read in my book and do nothing. She's like, "I couldn't do that." She's like, "I need to do something." Lie down and sleep. Yeah. Oh, I love sleeping. I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm gonna try and wake up, get up, brush my teeth, get a coffee, get breakfast, and then after that, then I'm gonna shower and then get dressed and just go. Because I never have breakfast. And if I have a coffee, I get it from work. Like, I buy it at work. But I was like, no, don't have the money to buy it from work. So I was like, I'll have a coffee before I go. And I hated it. This morning, I loved the coffee part of it. I loved that. Coffee was great, as always. But I was still hungry by, like, late morning. So what was the point of the breakfast? And I was dragging myself the entire way through the day. So what was the point in the coffee and what, you know? So I was like, I may as well have lied in bed for that half an hour, doom scrolling, because that would have given me more enjoyment than forcing myself to get up. I'm not a morning person. I keep telling myself I'm going to go to the gym in the morning, and you know what I don't do? I don't go to the gym in the morning. I'm just not a morning person. And then I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym after work. But then I get to the end of the day and all I want to do is go home and sleep. So then I don't go to the gym at the end of the day. So I have to like fit it in the middle on my lunch break. I have to go to the gym in the middle of the day on my lunch break. Because that's like the only time I can like make myself go. Ah, I got a foot cramp. I do need to get better at being a bit of a morning person, but I just like I have no desire to be a morning person. Like, what's the point? I don't get it. I don't get the point. You should go. Oh, well, I try. I wouldn't say it's very consistent, but I try. I've got to do something. I mean, fair enough to me. Like, I've started going roller derby again now, so that's a bit of fitness. But before, my hobby and my only hobby was this streaming, which isn't the most physically engaging. Um, my fingers get a good workout when I'm gaming, but other than that, so I feel like I had to do something to stop my slow my body seizing down. I say as I eat some chocolate and chat to you. I don't have a treadmill, but I have a what are those bikes called? I had the name of it and I forgot it just before I said it. I said treadmill. The other name left my head. It's an exercise bike. I have an exercise bike. I don't have a treadmill. I want a treadmill. I really want a treadmill. But the exercise bike was on sale for quite cheap, so we were like, yoink. Thank you, I'll take it. Hello, Mallet. Try actually open the game. I haven't actually. The game's open, but we haven't actually started playing the game yet. This is a gaming stream. Meant to be. It's meant to be. I have like... I still have like 2-3 other worlds which are from playing with my IRL friends which haven't been touched in eons. There's one child. There's the other one. I've got him goggles. We need to get Lyre goggles. Because Lyre doesn't have any. Lyre doesn't have a hat. I mean to get Lyre a hat. Wait, what am I doing? Everyone's gone live all of a sudden. Britta's gone live. Jaden's gone live. Oh, there you are. I don't think there's any butterflies out right now, my love, but you know. You can try. Oh. But no, I definitely, as soon as I finish stream, I've left my pasta to cool downstairs, stuff I'm having tomorrow. So, after stream, I forgot I put that there. After stream, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna put cheese on my pasta, pop it in the fridge. Where the fuck did you come from? Pop it in the fridge, and then I'm gonna go bed. Because it's 8:15 now. We'll probably stream for about an hour and a half today. So probably another hour or so. And then I'm going to try and be in bed by 9:30, 10:15. And I'm hopefully going to be asleep by 10. Is that going to happen? Probably not. Because I have a phone which has TikTok and I'm a sucker for doom scrolling. But there's going to be an attempt. An attempt will be made. Cass, I can't help but feel like you hear what you want to hear. Oh, wrong way. There we go. I thought I hadn't harvested this in a while. Starfruit, starfruit. I need to bring some seeds in here. Alright. Put this in here. Sell this. I must say, there's one thing I want to save up for, and it's kind of like my motivation to start saving up some like good money is. Oh, I forgot I paid for this. What do I think? It's better than the trailer. That's what I think. In fact, it might be my finest work yet. Notice the round window, very difficult to bend the frame like that. And the intricate carvings on the door took me forever. Did you notice that? Oh, I guess I'm rambling about wood again, huh? Anyway, I'm going to talk to them, but first I have to ask. No, they don't need to know. I'd rather remain anonymous. Okay, you stay here then. Hi there, neighbours. That's a nice house you got there. Robin, I don't know what to say. It's a dream come true. It's all I've ever wanted. Robin, thank you so much. Don't thank me. Someone else came up with the idea. They paid for everything too. Then who? I can't say. They insisted on remaining anonymous. They probably stayed anonymous so we wouldn't have to feel obligated to them. Whoever you are, you're truly a pure angel. I know. Well, I wouldn't go... Hey. Yeah, hey! Penny, from now on we'll be like a real family, you hear? I don't want to be bitter all the time anymore. I'm going to try and turn my life around. Aww. No, yeah, save up money. I want to start saving up money. I want to start music lessons again. Like, when I was back in primary school, I did singing lessons. Well, I did singing lessons all the way through primary and secondary. But I like primary school, I did drums. I did piano. I did taiko drumming. Right hat hiding behind. Yeah, it could be that possible person with the party hat hiding behind the plant. No way. I've also always wanted to learn guitar Because I started learning it. Bloody hell, this is bigger on the inside. I think I was thinking about it. If I had to pick one to start up again, it would probably be drums. I used to really enjoy the drums. Yeah, starting a new leaf for sure. Look at all that alcohol on the floor. But yeah, no, probably drums. I'd quite like to start the drums again. But also, very much want to start singing lessons up again, because I've been starting to write some more songs recently, or trying, and I haven't written a song in a good couple years, and I feel like I need some help. So I feel like if I started up singing lessons again, they may be able to help me figure that out. Where do I get a largemouth bass from? Yeah, I've never been overly great at songwriting. It's always been something I really struggle with, but I also really enjoy the idea of it. So, like, so even though I find it, like, really, I just find it incredibly difficult. I never know where to start. And I'm not overly good with rhyming, so I struggle with that. But it's one of those things that, because I enjoy the outcome so much, it's like one of the few things I'm willing to, like, stick with, even if I find it difficult, because I just enjoy it so much. And I feel like it'd be pretty cool to get some help with that. So yeah, either drums or singing lessons again. You know, I tried to learn guitar back in primary school. And my hands were too small. And my problems my hands are probably too small now, and I struggled so much. And back in primary school, I didn't have much perseverance. And it was a lot of money to be spending on something I was getting stressed out about. So, form a band. I'd love to be in a band. I just don't know how I'd go about finding one. So I nearly studied music, and then I didn't out of spite, which I regret now. Okay, so basically, in secondary school, or at least mine, when you were in year 11, you had, like, there was this one college that was, there were other colleges in my town, but this was, there it is, but this was the main college, right? That everyone went to. So they really encouraged you to go to this college. And this would be like the only college they would promote. They would tell you to go to, like, you should check out this one, you should check out this one, and they wouldn't suggest any others. They made you aware that there were other colleges you could look into, but they didn't promote it even half as much as they did for this main one. So anyway, they had this lady come in she came in took you out of like your class individually. And then spoke to you about what courses you want to do, and kind of she like advised you on stuff. But obviously she only advised you on stuff for that college because again they very much wanted you to go there. Spoiler alert, I didn't end up going there. Because it was just kind of shoved down your throat. But no, so she was talking like, what did you want to do? And I was like, well, I really would like to do music. I was like, either music or a culinary course. Because I took food technology in secondary school, which I really enjoyed. But I was like, mainly music. I'd really like to go into music. And she was like, she was like, what instruments do you know? And I told her what instruments I know. I said, I didn't continue drums or piano lessons after primary school because fucking it's expensive as shit as soon as you get to secondary school. But I continued singing lessons for a short while. I was like, I've done music GCSE. Or I'm doing music GCSE. She was like, are you in a band? And I said, no, not officially. I just kind of get chucked into, like when we're doing practical, I just kind of get chucked with any group, like any band. And she was like, well, and the way she said it seemed very like she was looking down on me, which I doubt, looking back on it now, I doubt she was, but that's very much how it felt in the moment. But she was like, she was very much drilling in like, most kids your age, you know, if they want to go into music, they would have had a band by now, they would have been in a band by now, they would know more instruments than you know, they would be more experienced in instruments that you know. And she was basically just telling me all the reasons I shouldn't do it or why I wouldn't be able to do it. And I hated her, the way she talked about it, in the way she was just like, no, I don't think you should do it. Like, sounds like she sucks. Yeah. Which is basically the vibe I got. So, out of spite, because she was trying so hard to promote this college, but also in doing so treated me like shit, I just basically went, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not doing music, and I'm not going to this fucking college. So, basically, in our tutor groups, there was a reward for the first tutor group across the entire year group to have all of their tutees sign up for and apply for college. So what did I do? I held right on back. I made sure we didn't get that fucking award out of spite. I didn't apply to the college she was promoting. I applied to a different college for a course that I ended up dropping out of 3 months in because I didn't enjoy it, because why would I? But no, I out of spite picked a random course I didn't really want to do at a random college I didn't really want to go to. And I made sure my tutor group lost the award. That was the type of teenager I was. I wouldn't openly be bad, so to speak. Like, I don't think I ever was in detention. I never got into trouble, anything like that. I was just kind of the one that came to school, got on with shit. I mean, it's partly down to my anxiety. I just came into school and then fucking did what and then left. Like, I made no impression at all at school. And I just kind of hopped around different friend groups. Like, whichever one was being the least problematic at the time, I just hopped around. For a little treat, Pappy, cook it slow. But I was that type that just was like, you know what? You're a dick. I'm going to make your life slightly more difficult, but in a way I can't get in trouble for. I don't even remember what the award was. They were giving out an award if you, like, all your tutees applied for college before everyone else. I don't even remember what the award was. I don't think it was anything major. It was secondary school, so knowing them, it's probably like, oh, you get sweets or some shit. I don't know. Little rebellious kind of Zan. Yeah, I was rebellious in the most pathetic way. hindsight now, I thought I did it purely out of spite. But looking back on it now, that lady didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't affect her life in any way. Like, she was just a dick. She was really just rude. If you want people to come to your college, maybe don't put them down on everything they want to do. That's my advice. But hey, I dropped out of college. But even if I had... This is the thing, and I always say it, and I've been asked about it before. I've been asked about it before by a friend of mine's parents. Weird start, I know. A friend of mine was also considering dropping out of education. Not secondary school, just I think it was college. Or university, one of the two. And their parents asked me, and they were like, "You dropped out of college?" And I went, "Maybe." They're like, "What would you think about this person doing that?" And I said, honestly, and I will stand by this fact, and this is probably why, every couple years I still get an email from my school saying, would you be willing to come in and talk to the current year 11s and give them advice? And I've always replied with yes. And they go, what advice would you give them? And I always talk about how dropping out of college was the best decision I ever fucking made. and you know what? They never, funnily enough, they never email me back. Even though I give them a very detailed explanation for my reasonings, and I would say it's pretty reasoned. Well, it was the best decision I ever made. If I had made it all the way through college, one, I probably wouldn't have got good grades because I didn't enjoy the course I was doing. So I wouldn't have got good grades anyway. I didn't cope well in academic learning to begin with. I was just never good at it. They didn't want me to warn them beforehand. But I didn't do well with academic learning. I was always better at the practical side. So in college anyway, I was doing an apprenticeship, so it wasn't even a full college course, but I still had to go in 1 day a week. Which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but to me that was too much. Like, to me, that I hated it so much. I dreaded the day I had to go into college. But it was the best decision I ever made, because I wouldn't... Even if I had got a decent grade, I would have left college with a grade in something and a qualification in something I would have wanted to not do. I didn't want to do it. So it would have been a pointless qualification. It would have been a qualification I spent years of my life getting, which I'm never going to actually use. But whereas, I dropped out of college 3 months in. After I spent 2 months at home figuring stuff out. Because I didn't go back 2 months, January, February, March, April. Okay, no. So I didn't go back after the winter break. I didn't go back after Christmas break. So I would have gone back in January, but I didn't. I stayed at home January, February, March. I paid to be on a course I saved up for. I paid to be on a course to get my current qualifications at the start of April. So in a week, I had 5 qualifications more than I had, and that's just in a week. And then in that same month, about a week later, I had an interview for a job. By the end of the month, I had started that job. So I spent 3 months in college, which I got nothing out of. And if I had stayed there for years, I would have got equally nothing out of it because I didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't have gone anywhere with the qualification. That's if I had got the qualification. Also, most people nowadays, they don't look for qualifications, they look for experience. If you don't have experience but you have qualifications, they're not likely to hire you. Which is stupid. It is stupid, because how the fuck are you meant to get experience if no one gives you the job? But I ended up getting, in the space of 3 months, I was just stuck in college doing nothing and pointless, not really caring, wasn't getting anywhere. Whereas I took 3 months out of college, and in 3 months, I got 5 different qualifications, which earned me a job, which I'm still currently in. And I've since got 2 more qualifications out of. And I've now been promoted. And The people I was in college with have probably only just left this gone like year, maybe 2 years ago. Like, so I wouldn't say I've done that badly. So I would say it was the best decision I ever made. Because again, more people look at experience nowadays. They don't so much look at qualifications and GCSEs, and it's nice to have them, like A levels and stuff. It's a nice thing to have on there, but yeah, it's the right decision for me. But that's why I've always told my previous school I will happily come back and talk to the year 11s, because no one talks about that as an option. Everyone drives home, you've got to go to college, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. You don't got to do anything. I wasn't cut out for academic learning in a classroom, so I didn't, and that worked out way better for me in the long run. But they don't give you that option when you're in school. They only give you the you have to go to college, you have to do this. But you don't. You don't, and sometimes it works out better to not do that. Because they're like, you have to be in education till you're 18. You don't. You have to be in education or full-time employment until the age of 18. It's not. You can't just sit. I don't think you're allowed to just sit at home and do nothing. You're not allowed to be in neither. But you have to be in education or employment. And like, I used to get phone calls from the council in my town, and they used to be like, just checking, are you still employed? And I was like, yes. And they would ask what job you're doing and stuff like that and how it's going. And then they'd be like, sweet, okay, bye. And they just, that was it. And since I turned 18, they don't do that anymore. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I bet the look on their faces were glorious. I bet that was such like just a mwah, top class moment right there. Oh, is that the requirement now? Well, when I was doing my apprenticeship, I was working stupid hours. Like, the job I was in, I would be starting at like 6 a.m. and I wouldn't be leaving till like 6 a.m. and then I'd finish about 6 p.m. earliest. But sometimes I'd have to stay later and I'd be there till like 8, 9 p.m. And I was getting paid like £4 something an hour. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I am slaving my ass away. I had 1 day off. Oh, I had 2 days off technically, but one of those days was spent at the college. So I worked every day apart from Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, I had to fight to have off. Thursdays, I had to go into college, and that's the only reason I got it off was because I physically had to go into college. It was crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Never got invited or emailed again. They're just so afraid. They're so afraid for anyone to be slightly convinced of doing anything that out of the like stereotypical norm. Yeah, schools hate it. They're so afraid of it. Anyone talking, like, saying something different to what they're saying, they just hate. I don't understand it. Surely you want the best for your students, not forcing them to something you know they're not going to excel in. I've just never understood it. You got me on a rant now. You got me ranting about this now. I'm very passionate about this, if you can't tell. Dan rant mode activated, honestly. It happens very rarely, but if you find something I'm passionate about, I can just go off for like ages. I've got my candle. I can't smell my candle. I love my candle. I love, like, I've always loved chocolate orange, and these candles are chocolate oranged scented. And I think that's great. The problem is, I love chocolate orange so much, and it got to a point. People would ask, like, especially like for Christmas and stuff, what's your favourite chocolate? And I used to say chocolate orange. I really enjoy chocolate orange. And now I've been bought so much chocolate orange over Christmas. I'm sick of chocolate orange, and I still have so much of it left. And then, because no one knew I was sick of chocolate orange, my mother bought me, bless her heart, bought me a chocolate orange Easter egg, and I went, no, not more. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I like chocolate orange. It's really nice, actually. It's not, like, really strong, so I quite like it. Cherry's my favourite. Cherry scented things are my favourite. I like cherry scented things. I like cherry flavoured things. But what's weird about it, I don't like actual cherries. It's really strange. I don't know how. Yeah. Should we give Lyra a tiara? We give Lyra a tiara. Or a daisy. Tiara. I'm spoiling my girl. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't like actual cherries. To be fair, I haven't. Maybe I should try them again. I haven't tried them in a while. I tried them when I was younger. Didn't like them. Haven't tried them again in a while. Maybe I should try them again. But the problem is I'm not willing, especially with how expensive fruit is nowadays. I'm not willing to buy a pack of cherries because no one I know likes cherries. So if I don't like them, I've wasted money and I've wasted the cherries. So I'm like, what do I do? You know, I like cherry flavoured things. I love cherry scented things. We've got new air fresheners at work which are cherry scented, and as soon as they got put up, I went, "Do I smell cherries?" And my coworker was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I smell cherries. I swear I smell cherries." And they're like, "Yeah, we just had new air fresheners in, bud." That's scary how you knew that as soon as you walked through the door. It's like, yeah, what can I say? I like cherries. Oh. Just scaring my colleagues. Oh, that's a daily occurrence at this point. That's not rare anymore. That's all the goddamn time. I scare them or worry them at least once a day. Because where's the fun if you don't? I carried a rubber ducky round with me the whole day today. One of our... Oh, oops, oh well. I don't remember how I got hold of the rubber ducky. I think I just found it on my way into work. Or did I find it at work? I don't remember. Either way, I came across this rubber ducky and it had bunny ears. And so I went, oh, rubber ducky! And I claimed it, and then it went round with me for the rest of the day at work. And everyone, all my colleagues, as one by one as they came into work, I just held it up to their face. And they're like, what the fuck? Why do you have that? And I was like, I don't know. It was there and I took it. And they're just like, oh, okay. They're like, okay. I left it at work though, so it'll be there for me when I go in tomorrow. Unless one of my colleagues stole it. And if they have, they will face my wrath. Where's my child? That's how you get sectioned. Wow. Not that far off. Right. Which... What do you reckon? Look. How do I put this on you again? Face forward. Face forward. Liar. Face forward. Liar, I can't see. Liar, I can't see. Face forward. Liar, face forward. Ooh, my roommate's home. Liar. Oh, really, cat? You get up when they get home? I see how it is. Liar, face forward. I can't see the bow. How do I make her face forward? Definitely not the green one. The green one's just a bit much. Oh my god! Look at her, she's so cute! No, I really liked this one. Or that one. No, this one. It matches her. It was going to be either that one or the tiara. But I really like this one. That's really cute. There we go. We should keep this over here. Keep them over here. She's dancing. Where is my husband? Oh, there he is. Allows you to read as soon as possible. I assume the kids don't grow much older than this. I think they just stay this age forever, don't they, once they reach it? Ba 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 ba. They don't grow anymore. I mean, fair enough. They are just stuck in limbo forever now. Never to age. Oh look! The new thing! Yeah, I need to move that backwards a bit. I can't currently enter it. Hey, thief. going good. How are you, Thief? That is in the desert, I think. I need to send them down the mine. Honestly, I might. I need some more minerals and ores. Do 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 do. Sorry, I am back. My roommate came in and gave something to me. I've had like a necklace made for next week. I'm putting it on. I can't get it on. Oh my god, I didn't think I was one of those people that struggles to get on necklaces. I am. I didn't think I was, but I am. Oh my god, this is stressing me out. Why is the gap so fucking small? I did it. I got it. Oh. It's really pretty. Oh god, I feel dizzy. Struggles with what? Struggles with putting on a necklace, like clasping it. You know, I've had something made to replace my cross. Yeah, I mean, I might. I don't know. It's on a metal chain for now, like quite a fine one. But I have like this rope one that I keep my cross on, and I might swap it off. I might take the cross off, and I might put this pendant on it instead. Because I feel like the rope holds up better than. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see how the metal holds up, and I'll see how. I thought I heard my cat come back. Did I hear my cat come back? Did I do that? I must have been. Right, we need to go up to Robin. Robin needs to move our thing. Right. Cass. Cass. Would you like your duck? I don't know if we'll fit that name, but we'll try. It doesn't fit. I can fit McDuckface, but I can't fit Ducky McDuckface. Unless you want me to get one duck and name it Ducky, and you want a second duck called McDuckface. So do you want one duck or two? Double duck? Do you want one called Ducky and one called McDuckface? Okay. There you go. Do you want to get any more animals while we're here? We can get either chickens or rabbits in the coop. Or do you want to just leave it as the ducks for now? You want a bunny? To be fair, you're the only one. Cass, a lot of my... You want to call... Oh, no. Okay. A lot of the animals are named after people in chat. So would you like a second bunny called Casper, named after you? Because I think Thief has one named after him. I have one called Waffles named after someone in chat. I have one named after Ben. You want a bunny called Casper? Well, I can have Casper and Stew, because I've already made Stew. Okay. See, chat. This is why you need to be with me, because if you're in my chat and you're persistent and you stay in my chat, you get an animal named after you in Stardew Valley. Buy them a heater and a thing. You're a ghost bunny. You are indeed. Oh, it's been a while since I've had a small one like this. There's their heater. There's their auto grabber. So here is Stew, Casper, Ducky, and McDuckface. Small indeed. They're just small. You're welcome, you're welcome. You've now been honoured in Stardew Valley. Your legacy has been honoured. Next need a statue. If I could build a massive statue for you, Cass, I would. I wonder if I can buy another cat and dog. Do 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 do. Eee. Uh, let's see if there's anyone to raid. Jaden's on Whisper Woods. We could raid Jaden. I reckon we'll raid Jaden. Never mind. Jaden's ending stream. Ignore me. We're not raiding Jaden. We can raid Critter. I'm sure you will see me before. I'll be live on Friday. I'll be live on Saturday. And I'll be live on Monday. Oh, we made it the whole stream. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we're going to raid Critter. So, yeah, we'll be live Friday next. But yeah, thank you all for coming to stream today. Thank you for the donation on Ko-Fi, Cass. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, we'll be live again on Friday. We'll either play Whisper Woods or Inconbini. But I'll see how I feel on Friday and how long of a stream I want to do, because I have a very busy day on Saturday, so we'll see. But yeah, for now, we're going to end stream. We're going to raid Critter. So thank you all for coming to stream today. If you stuck around for the entire stream or just a short part of it, I greatly appreciate telling up either way. I hope you all have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of the day it is for you, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. But until then, I'm going to love you and leave you all. I miss you all already, and I will see you all later. Fair, and friends.